This is a story.
Yep.
A story about adventure.
Action.
A story about drama, suspense.
Guns.
About friendship, about courage.
Sick beats.
But most importantly,
Dope rhymes.
it's a story about caves.
Keep on telling them cave stories.
Lyrical walkthrough,
One step at a time.
front to back.
One step at a time. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Let's go.
Keep on telling them cave stories.
I wake up and take a look around me. Astounding. I'm stranded in strange and cavernous surroundings. Robot built with scientific efficiency, but who I am and how I got here is a mystery. To find out, I'ma have to explore. My adventure started when I walked through the door. It's littered with traps like critters and bats, sharp spikes and more. Platforms galore, but first things first, I noticed that I'm defenseless. Gonna have to search to secure me a weapon. Found a hermit gunsmith, quietly I sneak in, cause he's at his workbench sleeping. I decided it was best not to wake him. I open up the chest, grab the polar star and take it. I'm finally armed, I'm a super bad android, worthy of the worship of millions of nerdy fanboys. Now that I've acquired this new radical blaster, search the cave top to bottom looking for answers. Chances are, if I just give it some time, my memory will return, everything will be fine. I was walking around, I wasn't paying no mind to the hole in the ground. I tripped and I started falling all the way down until I landed in a village. Now I'm standing face to face with an angry looking rabbit critter. Yeah, this is King, the leader of Mamiga Village. Seems like he's angry. Doesn't really like outsiders, but that's fine. I went to the reservoir, found a silver locket in the water, and then I walk in the shack and now I'm under attack. Cause baby Toriko was yelling like she's high on crack. I said you need to relax, kid. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm a fortified friend, made of metal and virtue, specifically designed with heroic capabilities. I'm ready, willing, prepared to fight. And using all of my enhanced physical abilities, I battle to the end to defend what's right. Well, she let her guard down and started to calm down. Next thing I know, somebody's pounding the doors down. Big mini boss with the brain of a small dog. He's looking for Sue. His name was Balrog, and that ain't all, dog. He didn't come alone, he brought his cousin, and she looks like some kind of witch or something. Her name is Misery, and she's an evil sorceress, and her intentions are altogether torturous. Mistook Toriko for Sue, zapped her back to the doctor's fortress. It's all that I can stand. I can't stand no more of this. Balrog was like,
Was that a threat?
I smiled and said, of course it is. Hit him hard with the flurry of level 3 blast and took him down fast. He was like,
I'll be back.
and with that, I declare myself the winner. Still, I feel I'm in the middle of something very sinister. Yeah, that was something. I went to the cemetery and checked Arthur's grave and found a key to his house. I opened it up, checked the computer. The teleporter says Egg Corridor. Better check it out. Yo.
Don't you know that this kind of game only brings
It all started as a quest for some information on myself, but it slowly changed into a mission of freedom and hope. They couldn't leave the poor little creatures alone. Now nothing's gonna stand in my way. I battle my way through the egg corridor till they gather and say I dismantled the plans of an evil doctor when he tried taking all of the Mamiga hostage. Now my computational analysis dictates there's something funny going on around this place. I think I'm in some kind of scientific stasis chamber with giant flying dragon eggs inside of incubators. Oblivious to the danger, battle bravely until I find Toriko and bring her back safely. But maybe I should break it down, take it step by step, cause I don't wanna get ahead of myself. Well, first thing I'll do is grab the power up beneath my feet to increase HP by 3. Make sure my polar star is leveled up maximum, so I'll be ready when enemies start acting up. Activate automatic android adrenaline, enhance my precision when there's villains to eradicate. I calculate complicated algebraic algorithms quicker than your most efficient automated weapon system. My target hit and miss ratio is exquisite as I engage and eliminate the opposition. I'm getting optimistic thinking I can make a difference, but notice something suspicious in the distance. A female Mamiga in the midst of a muscle-bound maniac killer with his fists up. Fisticuffs monstrous, knocked her unconscious and kidnapped her quick. Man, you know what my response is. Can't stand it when the cruel and heartless take advantage of the cute and harmless. So even though of all the foes so far he's the largest, I'ma bring him down regardless. Yeah. Radical, unstoppable, automaton, tactical, mechanical phenomenon.
Bring it on.
I engage all my enemies and revel in the thought of overcoming challenges that lay ahead of me. Afraid of me, you better be. Steadily dishing out the heat like a plate of hot wings, no celery. Basil underneath, so I better move my feet quick, cause I gotta reach egg number 6. ID card in the chest, no time to rest. The day needs saving by the best. Great news, egg observation room, safe haven to take the elevator, breakthrough weapon, dude. I better see if I can get my missiles up to level 3, so I can deal with enemies effectively, especially now that egg number 1 is next for me. I need to be ready for the mini boss intensity. It's me, VE Core, total war apocalypse. Missiles everywhere like my name was Launch Octopus. Destruction so abrupt, no corrupt evildoers got a shot at stopping me. Probably, possibly the single greatest robot prodigy. Technology plus duty and honesty. Verbosity with velocity that's so demonstrably quality over quantity. Wanna see? Then follow me on my odyssey and try to put a stop to these atrocities. Regain my memory.
Okay. All right. So here's a thing. Here's a problem. We got a problem. You're gonna notice some things. For example, you're gonna notice how we have one day before we leave to go fight Louise. And you're gonna think to yourself, huh, that's weird. Didn't we do that? I mean, didn't we like stop before, like a week before that? And then you're gonna realize how thankful I am that nobody actually watches any of this. But it still irks me what happened. I accidentally just straight up deleted 6 hours of gameplay footage. Now, mind you, you know, it was all side questing. It was all side stuff. It was no story beats, not a single story beat. It was all side content. However, side content is kind of a huge deal. It was some freaking social links, which bugs the heck out of me maybe the most. A lot of social linking happened. All the side questing happened. Side questing was like, you know, we went through another tower, fought some stuff. It was pretty unremarkable. Another forest. I'm gonna have to basically I'm skipping the intro. If you like anything, links down in the description of ways that you can support me and anything I'm doing in the future. We're just gonna get straight into it, and I'm going to have to give you a rundown. Also remind myself what the heck was happening. What the heck we got up to. Let's see. Let's think.
What now?
Yeah, so we did a side quest where we had to go in the woods, hunt down something. It turns out it was one of, was it one of Louise's old followers? Well, it was one of Godot's followers? I think it was a religious person who was like, or it was one of Louise's followers. Basically, was building up this monster to be super strong, and he was like, "Oh, this is the way." Something, whatever. I can't even remember what his reasoning was. And then we beat him, beat the monster, and then we convinced him, "Hey, don't do that anymore." And then he was like, "Oh, you know what? You're right. I've had a complete change of heart. I'm doing a full 180. You're correct. I won't do that anymore. Also, you're pretty cool." And he became a follower. However, we're stuck at being like rank 2. Louise being at rank 1. So that was that, and then we did some social links.
Now what am I to do?
Jeez. What social links did we do? Good lord. We started Basilio's. He ran into some people that him and Fidelio knew when they were all being tested on. When they all had, you know, were basically locked up as prisoners having the igniters tested on them. And that guy was clearly showing signs of being sick, but he kind of just hid it, and that's clearly going to be the point moving forward. Yufa and me went to, and Titan Band went to the same place, and they knew that it was sick, but she's being blamed as a heretic for making all the people in there sick. And then she's like, okay, clearly something terrible is happening to the people in there, and it has to do with just these freaking bad vibes over in that Sanctus church place. Like something's not right. Something is unwell. Unfortunately, this is why it's so annoying, and it really irks me. I don't care if anybody watches this, right? It's just because this is a hobby. I'm doing this for me. And I messed up big time. There's gonna be this big gap. It's like when I was recording FF7 Rebirth, and then the entire Gi Tanakh section just got freaking froze, so I didn't get to record any of that. It's like, well, I could go back, but I'm also like, I kind of don't want to go back. And this, I would have to go back quite a good deal in order to record all that stuff. And also, ultimately, nothing really big happened except for the most irksome part is the freaking social links. That's the part that really bothers me. Yeah, so we went with Hulkenberg as her witness to fight Radonth. Radonth played dirty, obviously. We got one up on him because we planned for him fighting dirty. He's in a cell now. Hulkenberg feels sure in her purpose once more. She pledges her loyalty to her charges anew with clear eyes. Wow. Hooray. It was really cool. Hulkenberg's a really cool character, and I wish we could have seen more. Well, we did a thing for Juna. Something that was going to affect Juna. There's some sort of like flower that freaking ruins your freaking voice, that ruins your throat. And Myrtis is the one who actually protected Juna. She decided not to go after Juna. I think she made like a hollow threat because she was upset, and then she was like, you know what, I'm being an asshole. But then somebody tried to do it to Juna anyways, and then Myrtis got in the way, but Myrtis freaking inhaled the poison. Yeah, and now Juna is determined to face her fears in order to save her. Whatever that fear may be, clearly has to do with her being like a freaking baby boobop sometimes. Nurse rushed to his family home, realized that the curio from his childhood is actually the 7th relic. The research project nears completion. We are almost done with that. So close, yet so far away. Did we also finish Maria? We also finished Maria, and it was cute and it was sweet. And she like made friends finally, and you know, we teach some children how to not be bigots, how to fight their upbringing and not be bigots, and that's nice. And she also founds a soup kitchen for people. Conflict turns to understanding, and Maria befriends the local boys. This, she feels, is where she truly belongs. And now she has friends. Yay! Hooray! Also, oh man, we had a really cool moment with freaking Moore. His final request for the study of the ultimate archetype. He realized that if he isn't actually existing in the academia, the academy that we went to when we were confronting Juna's sister, Renala. Renala? I don't know if that's her name. I might be getting mixed up with Elden Ring. He realizes that, hey, if he is locked up in some sort of like pocket dimension for doing some whatever research he was doing, he's like, maybe I was a bad freaking dude. And we're like, nah, man, you're probably chill. And but me personally, I'm sitting here like, you might have been a bad dude. Who knows? He's very mysterious. Yeah, Moore wonders if the king locked him in this study as a deliberate gambit to aid in his research. His final request is for the study of the ultimate archetype. And so that's basically it. It really sucks that none of that. I just absentmindedly fully deleted it, and the file was so big that it didn't ask me for. Well, it didn't put it in the recycling bin, so I couldn't fish it out after. It was like, hey, if you delete this, it's gone. And I was like, oh no, oh no. Oh well. We need to strengthen an elite archetype to rank 20. This can be completed by anyone. Person most likely to do that would be Stroll, all things considered. So probably just because Stroll's been working on one thing all game. Oh dear. There is nothing to prepare for with Louise, to be completely honest. This archetype mastery percentage is the point that everybody should eventually learn everything. Am I doing this wrong? You know what I mean? Like, have I been doing this wrong all game? This is kind of one of the things about RPGs, with like slightly complex systems and whatnot, is that sometimes you can, in some games, you can't just fully screw up. Like, you could just fully botch it, and then you get to the late game and you're like, I'm doomed. I mean, you could go farm, I guess, but I don't know. You give me classes, I'm gonna freaking specialize people down classes. I've been doing everything in the game so far, you know what I mean? Yeah, Stroll's the only one who could possibly get...
That is...
Yeah, the only one who could possibly get this up. Okay, but we got one more night. And we can just start... Well, we're just gonna head to Louise after. Listen, something's clearly going to happen. I've seen the main character. Also, Loveless got tricked into fighting us. We fought him, and then we said no. One of the other candidates who tricked you to come after us. And then Loveless was like, can you go kick his ass? So we went and kicked his ass, and then Yufa told him off and was like, I'm sorry, are you supposed to be beautiful? It was a guy who thinks he's really pretty. And Yufa was like, I'm sorry, are you supposed to be beautiful? I just don't understand the appeal that you claim to have. And then that guy was like, and then he like disintegrated. As far as you know, that's exactly how it happened. So that's, you know, screw you, you know? Cute. Okay. I think we're just ready to go. Well, we have night. 'Tis nighttime.
We've gotta do it.
We're doing pretty good on these. Still doing terrible on eloquence, but you know.
All right then.
It is what it is.
Where to?
We could, well,
We've
Gallica,
gotta do it.
is there another person we can rank up with? No. No, we're full up there.
Now what am I to do?
Is there anywhere
Alright
to
then.
do eloquence?
Let's go.
Lady Rella,
All right then.
please help us. He doesn't look like a prince.
No
to me.
idea.
this place.
All right, last night in Altaberry. Here we go. Speaking to the crowd. Oh. We didn't really coerce her. Politics and religion don't mix. Faith is an individual choice. No, yeah, you can be sanctist, whatever, man. I'm not gonna freaking yuck your yum, okay? Yeah, it's sort of like, here's the thing, I don't think religion should be involved in politics, like in any decision making or anything like that. But the fact of the matter is, religion has become political, right? So like, you're going to be dealing with religion. You should be prepared to, you know, take a stance on it. And my stance is like, you do you. I'm not going to come for anybody. I'm not going to actively, I wouldn't be, in a position of power, I wouldn't be actively pushing for anything either, though.
No! Oh.
Wow, what a what a radical take. Be religious if you want.
All right.
Whoa. Oh, we're getting there. Money. I'm getting campaign funds. All right, here it freaking comes.
You. Somehow.
Are you saying that Louise is not my true enemy because he's no longer actually tied to the plight with the prince? I think it's become pretty clear that Louise is a bad guy. He's going to come for us either way. I don't know, Heisman. I don't think I feel that way at all this time.
It'll be fine.
Yes. However,
oh, okay. Heisme, oh, I understand. Heisme was like, I'm only asking you this because I think you'd be an absolute pansy if you didn't go through with killing this guy. If you have any reservations about murdering a person. Listen, ideally, nobody has to die, right? But Louise is going to be here and he's going to push for like radically awful things and ideas regardless of whether we come from or not. So he gotta go. Somebody gotta go.
may I speak?
That's kind of the thing, right? It's like, if you live a life full of hate, all you do is, if all you put out into the world is hate and misery and pain, what are you going to get back? You know, like...
It'll be all right.
Shoot, did we finish Heisme's as well? I think there's still one more for Heisme, but Heisme went back to his village and said, all y'all freaking suck. My son should be allowed to be buried here. I'm not going to bury him here because all y'all, again, suck. But you all need to freaking open your hearts to the world, because isolating yourselves is just going to create like an echo chamber, basically. And they were all like, dang, you know, 2 days ago, we really hated Hayasme, but maybe this time, he's got a point for the next 5 minutes.
Can't lose.
Orella, not Rolana, Orella.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Besides, that reminds me. Okay then.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
This kid should be like up and about, right? Shouldn't he?
It's finally here.
At last, only a day remains.
Don't know what kind of setup I want. Just bring out the strongest that we got.
Whatever Luis throws at us, this is where we end it.
It seems like a thing of like you're gonna have to create your own weak points, kind of a deal, I think.
Between him and the Criers, he's certainly made a production of this. You don't suppose it's a trap?
You know, now that you mention it, Nurse, yeah, I think it might be a trap. I mean, we know freaking what's-his-face is alive. The freaking necromancer.
Nah, he just loves a battle that'll make history. That's the bastard through and through.
Indeed. The man's in first place right now. Not much he stands to gain from subterfuge. But I'll admit, I have my own suspicions.
What? Losing your nerve, old fella? Me? I'm ready to lay the bastard out. I owe him at least one solid whack in the face from Ardell.
You can start with one for Dell. Give him 100 for yourself. If he becomes king, the kingdom is finished. Maybe even destroyed from the sounds of it.
Dang, everybody else sounded real chill, and then Gallica's coming in, like, giving a performance, jeez.
Rella said as much too, about the country being overrun with hordes of humans. That might be his real aim.
Why a horde of humans? He's like a ghoul, right? He's like a ghoul, or he's working for a ghoul, or like, he's working for like a god being? There is no sign of a god being yet. That's kind of the problem.
Though I can't for the life of me think why Luis would want that. I thought he'd made his name as this grand human slayer.
Look, there's something about the origin of humans. It's going to be linked to like the destroyed modern city that we walked through.
At the very least, we know that Luis will not wield the king's magic to save this land.
We have our own future we're dreaming of. For Maria and Fabienne. For Grius and Brella. We've got to win this. For everyone's sakes.
You know, I will say, I think that's maybe one weakness of this, is that the characters, at least this band of people, all speak to each other, but there's a nice moment in, there's a really nice beats in like Persona 4, for instance, where the whole cast is constantly interacting with, is all constantly going over to Yu's house, the main protagonist's house, and interacting with Nanako, or interacting with Dejima? Yeah. Like there, it's so that when things, you know, as the story progresses, everybody's got an attachment to your main, like, family unit kind of thing, right? And unfortunately, we don't, Maria and Fabian, and their connection with Grius, like, all that only extends to basically the main character, Stroll and Hulkenberg, and everybody else is just sort of like, you know, when Gallica says this kind of stuff, names off a bunch of people, most of us aren't really connected to any of them. We're all connected to Rella, thankfully, but that was like very recent as well. It's just sort of like, there's not a consistent emotional through line for all the characters. We're all just sort of like generally against the bad guy, and we all don't have like emotional connections to like the same things or the same people to any degree. There's just like not as much connective tissue there, I think, as a party, unfortunately. I mean, yeah.
You would pursue peril.
Yeah, Hulkenberg. This is what Hulkenberg. We just talked about this. This is what we're supposed to do, right?
Great. Let's move out.
The stage is set for the decisive battle to take place in Grand Trad, and so the Gauntlet Runner takes to the sky. He does not return within the hush of teleportation magic as a mere wanderer, but with the fanfare required of one who would claim to be prince. He is a boy no more. He stands now on equal footing with Luis, and his triumphant descent over the capital will finally make that known, whether or not his gambit is only a means to an end.
He's here! Wow! It's really him!
Welcome back!
Your Highness!
That was cool. It's a cool shot. Criminy, the face is low.
It's His Royal Highness the Prince. We've been waiting for you. Go and teach that damn Luis a lesson.
Finally! This is better than any of the fables. I'm putting all my money on Luis to win.
Sounds like they're more excited about the spectacle than about the prince being alive. Still, suppose it makes sense.
But by the faces in the sky and upon the rock, we are squarely set in second place. Even with the gap between us and Luis, the prince has faithful supporters.
Hold on, well, does that even apply to us? Because it's like people are supporting what they're seeing, which is us, but we're saying we're the prince, so they think they're supporting the prince, who is not actually technically us. But they're extending this praise into our direction. So how does the rock parse that out, or is the rock like, no, you're the one they're literally extending praise to and support for, so technically it's you? I don't know. I don't know.
Though 'tis not truly His Highness's face wrought in stone, but our captain's. After all this time, I cannot help but feel conflicted.
Yeah, Hulkenberg, I know that you really want to install that freaking monarchy back in. I know.
Luis spares nothing for an old woman like me. Saint Rella spoke truth. We need the help of His Royal Highness the Prince.
He's the boy with a saint's blessing.
He's got to be genuine. If the Sanctus Church's power is waning, should I take His Highness's side over Luis?
Yeah, obviously. What are you Louise literally killed Forden. What do you got to lose?
Even after her confession, they still keep her words close. I suppose no amount of past sins could make them forget her genuine kindness. Seems strange to say, but we owe her a great deal. Without her, the people would never have calmed, much less placed their trust in us. We can't let them down.
But looking around the city, some of the fervor seems beyond reason.
Your Highness, you can't stop at Luis. You've got to kill all the idiots who believe in him. They're not right in the head.
Ooh. There's a psychopath taking power over the country. Maybe everybody who likes him should die. Let's not get carried away. I understand. Here's the thing. I can understand what might lead you to that feeling and sentiment. I know when you see a bunch of people supporting a madman, it's very easy to be like, so we just kill him, all right? That would be easiest. I think we all forget that it's super easy to be tricked. It's very easy to be tricked. Even when all the signs are staring you in the face, you fall into a rut, you fall into your own beliefs, you fall into what feels normal and right to you, and you get tricked. And then, you know, you support bad people. We don't need to kill everybody.
That right? You're the ones who aren't right in the head. It's because of stiff old cowards like you that this country's been spinning its wheels, not ever getting better.
Dang. I mean... Oh, that's in response to the guy saying we should kill everybody who supports. Oh, well, because, yeah, this is an instance of, like... Here's sort of the conflicting thing. What we're representing right now is we're representing a more conservative sort of position. Because we're like, oh, no, don't worry. Next king, just going to be the prince. Just back to the monarchy. Don't even worry about it. After all of this, like, all of this forced democracy going on. So from people's perspective, it actually makes total sense that, like, Louise is the alternative to the conservative stance of everything. What I'm wanting to see is, like, what's going to make our characters realize that, hey, we can't just put Prince in power and expect everything to be better, right? Because clearly everything was in a steady decline during the monarchy, so, like, it hasn't been working. Even if the prince is, like, well-intentioned.
Then why hasn't Luis showed up yet, eh? Sounds like he's your coward, after he arranged all this too.
True enough. If he doesn't even show up after all this fuss he's made, everyone would feel like fools.
What if he just does something and kills everybody right now?
Probably going for another big grandstanding entrance like at the royal funeral.
Don't care what he's planning. Either way, he's dead meat.
Save your fury for the fight ahead. But still.
Over there! His Royal Highness the Prince has arrived!
Wow, and Lady Juna as well!
I say, nothing wrong with an adoring public, but this is getting more claustrophobic than the engine room. We don't want to get stuck. I'm popping back in the room.
Let's head to the hushed honeybee inn for now. I'm sure Maria will be happy to see us back.
All the customers say they're on your side. I was surprised at how popular you are.
We've all been working hard.
Yeah, I need to learn to do that too.
You literally started a soup kitchen.
I never thought Luis would be the one throwing down the gauntlet to you. If he'd survived, I'm sure he'd say the same. You'd better get some rest tonight. Come on, Maria. It's time you went to bed.
I wish we could stay up and talk more. Good luck tomorrow. I'll be cheering for you.
Everybody's in very good spirits considering the thing that's happening tomorrow is combat to the death.
It's finally happening.
We've got to win this. For Grius' sake, too.
Victory is in our grasp. We once thought it impossible to save His Highness the Prince after all, and he now lives.
But without the king's wards, we'll be fighting on even ground. He won't make this easy on us.
I mean, we fought him like that before. Well, we struck him like with a mortal wound last time first. I say we. Oh no, it was us. Sorry, I forgot. Yufa. In my mind was like, yeah, Yufa like went full like political assassination on him. I was like, oh no, wait, no. She just gave us the lance, and then we were the ones who threw it. We didn't make her actually do the death blow. Which would have been crazy. It's crazy that she went along with that anyways. Ooh, that's They released this thing called Dirty Mountain Dew. It's Mountain Dew with cream soda. Well, it's cream soda dew. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's a choice. It's certainly a decision that was made by somebody.
The king's magic lived up to the legends. Capable of shaking the world itself. Every man, woman, and child has been at its whims for months.
Not the kind of power any of us want in Luis's hands.
But will this fight truly settle everything? By the spell's own rules, the throne will go to whoever wins the most support. Even after this battle, the crown's fate isn't set. We saw how the people's hearts have been whipped to dangerous passions. When the dust settles...
Whatever they make of it, we've come this far. All we can do now is finish our fight and strike to kill. Any less, and Luis will cut us down.
Indeed. Let us now devote ourselves to victory, and then worry of what comes after. We must believe in all we've yet accomplished.
This should be our last battle against Luis. I'm just trying to stay hopeful, knowing how far we've come. Now you've awoken your archetype, forged friendships, and taken so many burdens on your shoulders. You've really risen to this fight.
Oh, I like that.
It's been an honor to serve.
Okay, it was a little cheesier than what I thought it was gonna be. I was hoping for something a little bit more sincere.
Wow. Listen to you sounding like a proper hero. I suppose the prince thing is rubbing off on you.
Something about the prince. Something about the prince, I don't know.
But it takes me back. If the prince could see you now, he'd be pretty proud of you. Don't you think? I mean, you and he were best friends. Best friends. Wait, what?
Gallica's gonna remember something like, wait a minute, the prince didn't have any friends, because he was a prince in a castle. What? Because here's the thing, why would the prince of the kingdom be best friends with an Elder if the Elder people are like looked down upon heavily, like, and we haven't met any other Elders? So like,
what's the matter?
Oh, sorry. I felt like I'd misspoke for a second or something.
Yeah, no, are we like Are we like a homunculus? Like, are we some sort of like lab being? Like a beaker baby? Like like what? I don't trust it. I mean that was a pretty heavy-handed way of doing it, but also it's like a little eerie, right? No, actually this is pretty well. I like her specifically saying I felt like I'd misspoken for a second. Like something's not right, because like what were we doing before? Who is Gallica? The fairies don't seem like a normal thing around, so it's a weird thing, because like what I mean Grius knew of Gallica, but like what are we saying? We're saying that an elder and a fairy were like buddy with the royal family and buddy with the prince in this racist country? Like what?
Anyway, we'll make sure this is the end for Luis. Gotta report our victory to His Highness personally, right? It's like I'm seeing the prince smile again.
One more. It's like I'm seeing the prince smile again. In our eyes? Because here's the thing, we look a lot like the prince, don't we? What? Are we not real? Was this like the prince got and then like we are like a shade of him or something?
Right. Let's get some rest. We'll need it come tomorrow.
It's been a while.
So?
Evidently.
What now?
Yeah, we need to see... Severe charm. Extreme physical wind, all. Sort of feel like, yeah, kind of feel like you need to just be this. Significantly decreases attack, that's pretty good. Ignores resistance, that's cool, in case he has resistance. Extreme physical pierce to one enemy, gunner, faker, summoner. Warrior, brawler, berserker. Ignores resistance. Ignoring resistance is cool. Extreme physical pierce to one enemy, significantly decreases attack, yeah. I almost feel like we say screw it with magic. What if we just went freaking big heavy? Extreme pierce lowers. Night healer, commander. Severe physical decrease or attack. One-time weakness to dark. Yeah. Increases magic skill by 10%. Increases further if archetypes of the same lineage are present. Knocking out an enemy. Increases critical damage if mortally wounded.
All right.
I think maybe we send it. I think so. Screw it.
I got you.
Oh, is it just me?
That man.
Oh, wow. Transition.
Now then.
You know.
At last.
It's coming up.
It's coming up. Oh no.
Make yourself at home.
Oh, there you go.
But then...
It's time.
Shouldn't go out right now. Gets jumped, gets mugged, gets killed by just like with some normal like thieves.
It's time.
The bed is simple but clean. The jokes write themselves.
Good night.
You, what's your name again?
At long last, my lord, our
Zorba.
investigations have borne fruit. We know where the true prince lies.
Why don't they just go kill the actual prince? Oh no.
Those loyalists who disappeared with the prince led us right to him. We found traces of their coming and going.
Where was he hiding?
Far to the west of the royal capital, deep within a forest said to bewitch those who should wander in. An old village erased from today's maps. That said, against all odds, it seems that this place is...
The lost village of the Elder. Last trampled by Fortin's troops, sent to burn it to the ground.
You knew then?
Oh, you know what? I just realized something. Is Zorba one of like the Louise people with the horns? Because he has a horn, but also he has the eye. Is Zorba actually one of like Yufa's people?
I see now. To hide in a place publicly declared as destroyed. Quite a gambit. The prince was born there, you know. An illegitimate son after the past king's heart was drawn to a woman of the village in his youthful years of debauchery.
Oh, so is the prince also Elder? I mean, we've been looking at him all game. Seemed like it.
What? Then the prince really does bear elder blood.
Forden did not raise the village for any defiance of his scriptures. He thought only to eliminate an inconvenient heir, a threat to his power, before his birth was known. The prince's survival, his complete disappearance, this was the missing piece. Zorba, go and snuff them out for good.
Oh, shoot.
Sir, consider them annihilated. I've been hoping for an opportunity to test this newfound power.
What is up with Zorba right now?
Now, the battle at the royal capital looms. I must begin my own preparations. If you call yourself the prince, then I will give you a prince's end. And I have just the spell to do it.
He also has the book?
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
Is this like the book anybody's able to project their own thoughts and feelings about the world onto the book?
Good morning. Did you sleep well?
I just watched
Ready
Jacob
to face
Geller's video on 1984, and it was just about how, like, why does everybody think that their side is suffering from 1984? What is the book doing anything that makes anybody project their own beliefs onto it? Is that what we got here? He's got like the fancy little fantasy modern day book, and then he's like, I think this book is actually telling me to kill everyone. I think it's telling me to commit genocide. I don't know what you were reading from it. This is his whole deal is just because he's like not media literate. Dang.
Same as any other day, I suppose.
No nerves, even. Huh. Nothing ever seems to faze you. It's quite admirable.
But you have to come back, no matter what, okay?
Ooh.
I confess my mind strays back to the royal funeral. Yet we are more than we ever were then. Now we have the power to see this through.
Let's get out there, thrash him, and come back here to celebrate.
Never thought we'd find ourselves back at the Grand Cathedral for the final showdown. Let's pull ourselves together, ready our supplies, and give him hell.
So is this actually one-on-one, or is it like group-on-one?
Let's head there.
Can we talk?
Just sublime.
I think we walk it.
This here's all right.
Even my
I mean, I think we just go, right?
Oh, this sweltering heat.
I don't think I have any big special stand your guard moves.
So that's...
Wow. Is there something that my dude could be that would be like better? What if I was a healer? Oh. I mean, that's cool. Maybe... Does extreme fire damage to everybody, decreases a hit evasion.
So, whoever's strongest gets the crown. A Luis victory would plunge this world into chaos.
I don't know, it keeps giving me like, you know, prepare moments, but I'm just sort of like, I don't think there's anything for me to do, right?
Say there.
I'm chuffed. Gone clammy all over this, I have. Right.
Ready?
Nah. I guess this is the like get your squad and pray. I'm just gonna roll with my beef. I'm gonna roll with my beef
ready?
and pray.
Well, bit of a tricky situation. Can't exactly say I'm the tournament's official crier anymore, things being what they are.
Ugh. This Mountain Dew. It's not terrible, but it's not it. Holy crud, there's 73 grams of sugar in this bottle. Oh no. Oh dear.
I mean, Sanctifex Forden and St. Rella are gone. Bluntly speaking, there is no tournament anymore. But like hell, if that's gonna stop me, as a lone citizen watching over the future of our country, you can look to me for the latest news on this upcoming fight. Woo! Live free, Crier! Fight the power!
Okay.
Very good. Let's begin, shall we? The day of judgment is here. The final fight between Luis, military paragon and one-man army, and the boy who claims to be the fallen prince. The entire continent's eyes are on this battle, folks, and only one of them's walking away. Let's see a show of true strength, worthy of our new king.
Your Highness, you can win! Give Luis the boot!
Count Luis! Kill that imposter!
Whoa, whoa. I like how people who are in my favor are like, yeah, kid, you really kick him in the cheeks. And the people who are in support of Luis are like, murder him. I want you to flay him alive.
looks to me like Luis hasn't even bothered to show at the royal capital.
Well, there's no way he'd run away from this. Anytime now. Anytime.
Whoa, over there!
Yeah, here he comes.
It's Luis's gauntlet runner! And so the leading candidate finally makes his appearance.
Luis.
The two titans of this race have finally come face to face. Let's introduce our candidates once again for this final bout. Our first candidate, Count Luis. Adopted son of a minor nobleman, he rose to fame on his incredible military merits, quelling domestic conflicts and almost becoming our nation's youngest general. Suspected of attacking His Highness, he was denounced and cast down, but his name has since been cleared, and now here he stands, closest to the throne. Then we have the Elden candidate, he who claims to be none other than His Highness, the Prince. Though his identity is uncertain, his strength is undeniable. Through his campaign, we've seen his team flourish, counting even the songstress Juna among them. The time has come to demonstrate his power.
And no one else of note, I guess. Oh,
I have to commend you. A lesser man would have run.
Sorry, Crier, what'd you say?
The time has come to demonstrate his power. Will it be enough for this youth to take the throne?
I do like Luis, though. I just like how just Luis is just a bad guy. There is no... I mean, I'm sure there's something else going on as well, but I don't think anything is going to happen that's like, no, you see, Luis actually, in his mind, is actually the hero. Or like, if the roles were reversed, you might actually be the villain in his world. Like, no, he's a bad guy. He's like, I'm a bad guy. I'm the bad guy.
This all began with the king's failings. He was an unworthy ruler, and his incompetence bred the chaos that followed. You, who claim to be the prince, what do you believe the people seek in their king?
Huh. I don't like any of these answers. Intellect? How about caring and empathy and like kindness? I don't like bloodline. Power? I think that's probably what people want to see.
The power to rule everything.
Exactly right. Power.
Well, yes.
Now let me ask you, my gathered people, what is it that makes a king?
Power! My Lord Luis, kill him now! Only the strong can rule!
Lady, you're a florist. What the? You think you're gonna survive in Luis's only strong world? Dude's a Viltrumite over here.
Your Highness, show us your power!
Young candidate, have you or your party any final speeches before the duel?
We have only one thing to say.
Oh, sure, Stroll, you take it away.
Wake up! Luis's fair world is barbaric. A land where the strong prey on the weak. He promises protection, but he is the very man who would see you slain. Hear this. Luis ordered my home destroyed by a human. Are we a land of animals? Or are we a nation united in the protection of the weak, in raising up our neighbors?
He's the type of man who will kill anyone who gets in his way. If you crown him king, I know the country will burn. Rella said as much.
People, do not let your hearts falter. I desire but one thing, a world without inequality, and I shall gladly offer my shield to all of those who follow this ideal. Those who do not, however, will be slain without mercy or regret. It could not be simpler.
If your equality means you will sacrifice the people who need help most, then I deny your world!
So, you think you have the strength to protect the weak? Then prove to me these are more than empty words. Come then, and act your part in this showdown. I have a new world to build, and you will die in its name.
I think the song does go off.
The time has come.
Oh, we all here.
Finishing this.
Time for some close to the rear guard. We'll do this together. Maybe there's a better magic seeker. Let me help. I owe you one.
Let's get on with it!
Something else.
Increase the caster's... Whoa.
Stay insane in a fight? Let's split the bets!
No, maybe we just take this for all. Decrease attack defense for all enemies.
Is everyone with blade in hand? I will protect you.
Thanks. That helped us out.
Oh, thanks.
I think we just set up.
I will annihilate you.
Oh gee, who could have seen him giving himself more turns?
Please.
Okay, we got people resisting that though. I like that.
Let's set it up.
Let's do this.
Here.
Thanks. Helpful as ever.
Thank you.
In the name of... Let's make an end of it. No. Samurai.
Heavy physical or it deals medium slash to one. Heavy physical electric.
Let me rethink this.
Oh, can we get a...
We need to figure out their affinities first. Looks like we can't brute force
Yeah,
through
that's
this
not
one.
gonna... There's no such thing.
I call
This
upon
guy's...
royal power within.
Do you know who this is? I mean, what if I... Here's the problem with this game. If I use Thunderblade and he does anything but just like maybe resist it, my turn's over and he just destroys me. Like, that's to one. Slash to all, heavy physical to all. Slashy slash.
I'll
Ba-boom.
cut you down.
Who should I beat down first?
Okay.
All right. Don't be scared.
Depending on what he does and how much he does it, like if he does this twice, Stroll might be dead if he does that again. Oh, somebody dodged. Perfect.
Not now. Charging in! Join with me! Not this. Let justice prevail!
Hey, what if we burned him? That'd be pretty neat, right?
Pierce through them!
Come forth, royal soul! With healing power!
That helped us out.
I owe you. I'm obliged.
Let's do this!
It's extreme.
Another samurai!
Holy crud, Stroll. My freaking Baka life, Stroll.
Is that all?
Okay, I mean, that was pretty chill. Man, everything is going... See, this is why I don't like... This is why I haven't been doing stat stuff all game, because you do it and then it's just gone. It's gone so quickly.
Right, let's make this fun. Show them our might. left him wide open. Observe the enemy.
That's pretty good.
We stand together. Not to the rear guard. Come. A mystic shield.
That helped. Thanks. My thanks. The freedom of a... Lend me your strength.
Oh, I need this. Yeah.
No, this one. Magic Seeker. We're not out of this yet.
I owe you one.
I owe you. Trust me.
That was a big 2,000 hit, though. That's kind of crazy. Wasn't even like a weakness or anything. Just did that much. I think it's because Charge was involved in that. What'd you just do? Whoa.
Is that all?
Ooh.
Come, accept my challenge.
Oh, that's not good.
That's not good. It's not great.
Stroll, they got you with
Give me your aid.
Stroll, he freaking got you, dude. What'd they get you with? Oh. Just the debuff.
No holding back.
Galka misleading me, to be perfectly honest.
I'm withdrawing. I shall vanquish evil.
Stroll,
You defy the rule of strength. Follow my die by it.
No, well, extreme physical inflicts the. No, I want to do the carriage thing. I believe.
Tell wouldn't do this.
Come here.
Hold on.
Oh, awesome souls, do your thing.
They're weak to strike attacks. Smash them up.
Okay.
Berserker!
Greatly increases caster physical attack damage once per battle. So that means I just can't.
Gotta stay calm.
What does that mean? Like I don't have that anymore? I can't use it anymore? Or, I've always been so confused about that.
By the sworn oath of knighthood, join with me. Perhaps not with blade in hand.
The next person is my guy. So I'm going to pass.
I defer to you.
It's okay. Forward. I'm all prepared.
Let's wreck him.
No holding back.
You're not immune to horses, Louise. Nobody is. Probably.
I can't afford to hold back.
So freaking, how about that?
After me! Something. Are you prepared? Let's make an end of it.
Oh, yeah.
I will annihilate you! Can you endure it?
So it's a dark now? Oh, yeah. Not great. Ooh. Ooh, screw you!
They've sapped your defenses.
Why did she specifically... Yeah, why did she specifically... Huh.
Here I go! Follow my lead!
Strike true!
Julio left him wide open.
By the sworn oath of knighthood, into the fray! To safer ground!
Next person would be...
Behold! We stand together! Not now.
Yeah, I think...
To you!
Like a passed again.
There is no escape.
Let's work together!
Let me help! Well done! We settle this here. Samurai! Let me rethink this.
Hold on. We got like a heal everybody thing, right? Heal everybody type beat. 200 to everyone.
Here.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I see. It would appear you have the metal to defend your claims. Then I need not hold back either.
Aw, man.
Can you endure it?
Okay, what do you got now?
Dodge! You've
Ooh.
got some fancy footwork, Stroll.
Ooh, yeah, Stroll, let's friggin' go. That thing from Stroll is crazy. Giving yourself 3 evasion instantly? It's kind of freaking nuts.
Let's make this fun! Hold nothing back! Get wrecked!
Julio left him wide open. Let's hit that new weakness.
Haha, good.
Oh.
Very good. Yours is a worthy power, one untainted by petty tactics or cheap tricks.
In this current setup, that is an apt way to describe it. My setup right now is pretty straight to the point. However. Oh man.
Magnificent. You truly have become more powerful.
Honestly, but between last time we fought you and now, not by much, I'll be honest.
But I would expect no less of a remnant of humankind. You're a survivor of a lost tribe, aren't you?
I would expect no less from humankind. Oh no. Is it gonna be that humans are actually like the byproduct of the equivalent of nuclear annihilation, and they're actually like these horrible like radioactive mutants or something like that?
Humankind?
Because he's elder, you would call him a monster.
Yeah, okay, well, I've been waiting for a revelation, so here it comes.
You should know the truth by now. After all that time I allowed you to spend on that pagan island. History as told by the Sanctus Church is a fiction. No doubt you saw all the evidence of a truer history. One that told of ancient times where the land was ruled by a far different people.
You mean the legends according to the murals and ruins from the temple?
Yufa, don't humor him.
Well, hold on, Stroll. I mean, that is like Yufa's whole like culture back there.
But if that war between gods truly did come to pass...
Yeah, we saw it with our own eyes. It has nothing. That doesn't have anything to do with Louise' role.
Gods? How droll. They may have governed all things with works far beyond ours, but they were no gods. They were an ancient tribe unlike any other race now lost. Wielders of true magic.
Please tell me Louise is about to like pull out a gun. Like a real gun, like a Glock or something.
The modern age saw them called Elder, shunned from our cities. But in their time, they were known as humankind.
Well, mankind, but obviously using human so casually like this evokes a certain energy in this world. So we are just a person. That's why we don't have any like specific features or anything like that. We are just like a human being.
I thought humans were those mad monsters. What are you trying to say now?
Luis, you dog! Your lies will soil His Highness's name no longer.
You believe it false? What would I stand to gain from lies?
Elder are actually humankind? Why wouldn't I know that?
Yeah, something's up with Gallica. Did somebody like twist her mind or something?
Hear me! His appearance as a boy is mere trickery. In truth, he is humankind. He is kin to the feral monstrosities that roam this land, leaving carnage in their wake.
So are we saying that humans, you know, are just humans, but then what happened to them?
He doesn't know when to give up. No one would believe this madness.
No need to distress yourself. I'll show you the proof. You, boy, who call yourself the prince. You will be the cornerstone upon which my utopia is built.
Utopia?
Oh gosh.
What's happening?
What is him?
Witness the truth, good people. You would know the identity of your would-be prince. Here he is.
But we got the same marks as the archetype.
It's a monster! It's a human! It's gone.
The truth of the humans is laid bare. They're no beasts, but another form of the Elder Tribe. Cast aside their guise with magic, and they reveal their true colors. He is no royalty, no boy, but a ruthless fiend intent on your throne!
It's not true! It has to be one of the Count's illusions!
What illusion? That's no prince! It's a monster! It'll kill us all! Run!
What has become of him?
It must be Luis's wicked magic. Yet, the aura of Magla, it's exactly like a human's.
He's not!
He's a human.
Hey! Snap out of it! You have to stop this! Ah!
So, you know, to be fair, we kind of let Louise yap too much. I think if we had all just rushed him, just like straight up bum rushed him right there, instead of letting him, you know, turn around and use a whole spell on us, then all of this wouldn't even matter. We could have just freaking behead the dude. You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? Dang. I wasn't expecting that, though. No, I wasn't expecting them to be like, no, the humankind... Elders are humans like as we know them in our world, like we are, right? But then the humans and the human monsters are the same thing. I didn't see that coming.
Afraid.
Be not afraid, child. 'Tis not thy true self. 'Tis not thy true fate.
Yeah, this has to be some sort of trick, right? Like Louise dug up a spell that could bring this forth. But then what are humans as we know them in this world then? Like what are they actually? What made them like that? Also this voice. We're going to see who has it.
In this moment, thy mind is disturbed, twisted by the power of that man. The time has come. Thou must face the truth deepest within thee.
What's that about?
The truth flashes back to watching Persona 4.
Remember again thy true self, the purpose of thy birth.
An ideal world. Even if reality crushes everything I believe in, even if my ideals languish, I know I can trust you to see them through. It's always been that way. Whenever my life's been the hardest, you are always there to help me through it.
What am I? Am I this guy's like imaginary friend? Like,
after all, you're mine.
I'm your twin brother? Probably just brother, right?
Wake up! Wake up! Hey!
Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Hey gang, what'd I miss? Had a strange dream.
I had a strange dream.
You seem coherent at least. We saw you take on a terrible, monstrous form. We knew not what to do.
You had vast reserves of magic poured into you. It was eating away at your body and mind, but I've managed to suppress it.
You for the real one. Hey Stroll, you're not gonna sit here and be like, oh, you're actually a human and I hate those things, so blah.
He may be back with us, but without rest, he will surely succumb to the spell. I don't know if he can withstand the same magic a second time.
I will not let you die.
It would appear the throne is now mine in every sense. None remain to oppose me.
Gosh dang it. He's sitting there telling me, oh yes, no tricks with your power. You tricks me. Uses a trick. Like a scumbag.
Your vengeance is at hand. Will you not finally slay the monster and avenge your people?
I'm sorry, are you gonna say that like it was specifically me you sent? I mean, it was just another human, right?
Shut up! Unfortunately, the prince is finished either way. Both this imposter and the true prince at death's door, deep in the woods.
Oh shoot.
The true prince? You bastard! What have you done?
Bloody hell! Is that why he called us here? It was all just a bloody distraction!
Oh, that's the trick, I guess, yeah, ultimately.
Your part in this has ended. Go where you wish, but I advise you run fast if you would outpace your hunters.
Seize the monster! I don't care if you have to kill it!
Attention now. This looks dire.
How could you deceive us?
I knew all along that filthy lowborn was hiding something. Monster!
We retreat to our gauntlet runner. We must find him safe haven to rest.
It won't be long until the entire kingdom hears of this mess. We've no safe haven left.
Gallica, we've only got one option now. I'm worried about the prince too.
I know. We'll head to my home, and the prince's refuge. The Elden Sanctum.
Honestly, hey, you know what? You know what? That's, compared to where we started, that's not that bad. It could be a lot worse.
Count Luis has saved the country. He has driven off the human who sought to usurp it.
Count Luis is our true savior.
Gosh dang it. The masses are so easily swayed.
Sounds like we've got our next king then.
Might as well fall in with him. He'll keep us safe from any humans at the very least.
They'll be all right, won't they?
That boy is no monster. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Luis, what the hell did he do? Stay safe out there, boy.
The flow of that evil Magla was surely born from Luis's magic. What a terrifying force.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that a Denny was there. Why is a Denny here?
I'll remember that sight for the rest of my days. But he hasn't got you beat yet, my friend. You can't tell me the fight's over.
Dang. Dang, okay. All right, now that's a lot more.
Why?
Oh, this Mountain Dew. This Mountain Dew is not growing on me, can I tell you that? Oh no. I mean,
it was
that
more of a defeat than it was a departure. They bored the
man, we kicked his butt though.
And rushed from the capital, as though hiding from the shrieking animosity of the masses. What more can they endure? There is no light to be seen.
Hey, come on, Moore, you're really bumming me out.
A hiding place for the Elder Tribe. Wonders never cease.
All right, well, I think at that, I think we're gonna take a quick break to get up, stretch, replace this drink with something else because I don't think it's too weird. It's too weird to drink an entire bottle of this. It was fun for a taste, but good heavens. I'll be back. Okay. I've got Arizona sweet tea now. Things are different. I'm a different guy now. You understand?
We can marvel at it later. The mirror hasn't shown me anything for a while. I can't even see the room now, let alone the prince.
No. Just after we'd finally resolved the curse, too.
Yeah, the prince just freaking gets iced.
Luis's final words trouble me. We must hurry on.
At first glance, it is a simple forest, deep as any other. But the observant may sense that every tree in its formation is ancient and grand, bathed in mystical serenity. The name of this place is familiar only to the few who grasp the truth. The ancient Elden Sanctum.
Can you walk, lad?
Am I gonna have like a devil trigger form? I could just turn into a big monster at will.
That's a relief. Seems like the rest on the right here did him some good.
Poor chap's even got me worried. I'll shuffle along too.
Hey, I reacted poorly when you were turned into that thing. I apologize.
Hey man, you know, it was shocking, but I was kind of hoping everybody would be a little bit more resilient, given everything we've been through.
My mind just went blank. For a moment, I doubted you. Forgive me. I should have recognized Luis's drivel for what it was.
It's behind us now.
Nothing will shake me like that again, I swear it. I will never turn from you. And here's hoping there can be no surprises worse than that.
But what a sea of trees. If we get lost in here, we're never getting out.
Looks like a very normal forest to me, but okay.
I can sense a special barrier in place. Meant to deliberately lead people astray, too. A perfect place to hide.
Gallica, how fares His Highness? Does the Farsight Mirror yield any news?
Sorry, opening up my can. Opening up my 40.
No.
My white boy 40.
It's
just a can of a sweet tea or something.
I'm worried.
Hurry and lead the way.
Right. Everyone stay close so we don't get separated. The village is this way.
Dang, Gallica has been... You know, I like how Gallica did not hesitate about us for a moment. Gallica's real ride or die. No, it makes sense that everybody, especially Stroll, would have some major reservations upon seeing a site like that. But now, if Luis can do that to us, like, whenever he feels like, that's concerning. I mean, this is cool. Not often we get like a dungeon with a setup like this. Really thought we were gonna have a dungeon leading up to Rella, but no, we just kind of fought her outside of a academy. We're definitely going to that academy though, right? Like that's gonna be a dungeon, surely.
Let's hurry.
What now?
Keep you. Put in Yufa. I want to get these two freaking leveled up. Yuva's behind Basilio, and I don't get it. I don't get it. Yuva. Yuva. Well, this is gorgeous. See, it would have been nice to have more open and unique environments like this throughout the game, right? So we got a lot of catacombs and towers. So most of the dungeons have been pretty cool. But even some of them have just been like ruins, dungeon, catacomb. The Sanctus building was a cool one. That's way at the beginning of the game. I can't think of many super interesting ones visually outside of that. And you know, we get like the occasional like outside like mini dungeon for a side quest, right? Like a forest or something, but like we're not with a lot of unique imagery. Atlus has their way of doing things, and that's all good and dandy. But you know, Persona 5, I was watching my friend play Persona 5 the other day, and I had never seen any gameplay for Persona 5, not really. And like, there's a lot of really cool, unique environments for dungeons and whatnot, right? So I'm like, this was your chance to do it like that. The game even starts with you running across a big open field. I guess there's not a lot of us running through a place to get from point A to point B. Like running through a place to get to a location on the other side that we can then just travel. Like Final Fantasy 12. Final Fantasy 12, you just have large environments that you traverse through as like normal moment-to-moment levels, you know, that fill out the world. I was kind of hoping this game was going to do that, and it kind of built itself up to do that, but dungeons are pretty like, all the dungeons are very like one way. You enter, and then you go to where the dead end is and the story beat happens, and then boom, you're out, and then you're never going to go through there or anywhere near that. It's like, it's just a one, you travel in one direction. It's not like you're traveling through a place to get to a location. I feel like this is the first time that's happened. And it's like, I don't know, I just sort of figured like, you know, Atlus was doing like, this is our fantasy RPG, and I kind of thought they were gonna like lean into it a little bit more.
Who are you?
Are you all right?
What were we made by something? What are we?
The royal flower? A surprise to see them blooming here.
Something about this place. Yes, the flow of Magla is strong here. It is much like the altar of the dragon god. The Magla in the air seems to be concentrated here. What is this place?
Gallica, something the matter? Your mind seems elsewhere.
Oh, sorry. I've got this weird feeling that something really important happened here.
Are both of us like, were both of us made in a lab? Like,
anyway, let's keep moving.
Have we had our memories erased for some reason?
So here you are at last.
Shaded person? Dude, it's Thorba. We know that. Who else would it be?
Why?
Imagine we could see Zorba standing up there, and he's like, oh, he just like ducks behind a wood, ducks behind a tree or something.
Why?
This place is clearly in ruins, but it doesn't look like natural decay.
It was burned to the ground. One day, a bunch of kingdom soldiers showed up out of the blue. Without so much as a reason. They made an inferno of the place.
But why? Why would His Majesty order such an atrocity?
Thinking back now, it may have been Forden who led the charge. I can't be certain. But if it was up to him, he would have done it just to purge the filthy Elda tribe.
Luis claimed that the Elden people were just another form of the humans. If he spoke true...
They're not. There's no way.
Also, let's not, let's not act like that's why Forden would be doing it.
Anyway, more than half of the villagers died in the fire. And those who survived were forced to hide in caves. That way everyone would think they were wiped out.
'Tis a shrewd ploy indeed, to hide in a place the enemy themselves saw destroyed. Yet, why did Alsace? No matter. His Highness is in this cave, correct?
Yeah, what's Grius' whole thing in this? Is this like a...
What? That...
He draws no breath. Likely a stab in the back. I doubt he even had time to shout.
I recognize him. He was the associate of the first operative I came in contact with. He was a lot more skilled than those Sanctist warrior monks. Now...
Gallica, the cave is just ahead, yes?
Yes. It's past the woods, over there.
Then we move.
Hey, come on, gang, we're dilly-dallying. Well, there's fairies there.
I don't like this.
We always have time for gold beetles, though. You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. We always got time for gold beetles. Okay, we'll have her do this. Bahama.
That...
I feel new power surging within me.
Screw it, let it rip. Yeah, that's fair. Another Ujiv?
Russell? You're safe!
Huh? My word. Is that you, Gallica?
You were His Highness's tutor.
Hmm? I know but one red-tressed knight. Are you the Royal Guard? The Lady Hulkenberg? By the heavens. Then...
She's been helping us. Everyone here is a trusted ally. They've all fought to save the prince.
Alas. Oh, what a tragedy. If this reunion had only been a moment sooner.
Russell, where is His Highness? What happened? Is His Highness safe?
A few days ago, those detestable cursed thorns finally faded. I cannot tell you how long I had waited to see them gone. It was truly a joy beyond words. It happened before we could fathom it. A lone stranger, a loathsome figure came striding in. His Highness had only just regained consciousness since the curse's lifting. Yet, to protect us, he threw himself upon the assassin's blade. We were horror-struck. His Highness lay pierced through the heart, and we saw him breathe his last.
Dude, are you serious? Just like that, we don't even get to meet the kid?
No, that can't be true.
The stranger was a master of magic. None could match him. Of the Resistance's numbers, only I remain.
Jeez.
Who was responsible for this?
I don't know who the murderer was, but he cried his patron's name aloud as he did the deed. For Count Luis. From the moment he appeared, I believe his sole purpose was to kill His Highness. As soon as the lifelight left the prince's eyes, the stranger left, with only a smile.
An innocent boy. Twice tormented in the clutches of assassins. All because of the family he was born into.
Luis, there really is no evil you won't stoop to.
I mean, if the prince is actually just fully dead, the prince is the strangest, like, MacGuffin of a character, which is, it's okay to have it, as long as you're like, this character is not a character, this character is a plot device, you know what I mean? And in that regard, I think it's alright. I would have liked to get any more on him. Presumably that can still happen. There's got to be something more to all this, and like what the heck we are, like what the heck Titan Band is in this. I mean, here's the thing, right? It's a pretty radical stance to write in your story that, like, no, the royalty is dead, the royal bloodline is gone. The people will choose their next leader, no matter what. Like, I almost kind of respect that, as horrifying as it is and as tragic as it is, to be like, no, the prince is not coming back. And to force the other characters to be like, the sooner you figure that out, the sooner that we can move on and start to make something new, you know?
Please, Russell. Where is the prince?
We've laid him in the prayer room for now, at the end of the cave. He rests just this way.
You're coming, aren't you, love?
I must go to him.
You're right. Maybe we'll find some way to help.
Ah, I'd heard a rumor that there was a boy candidate who claimed to be His Highness. So, that was you? 'Tis just as St. Rilla said. You're no scoundrel.
Indeed, you risked life and livelihood to see His Highness restored. Strange. Something in you reminds me of His Highness.
Something wrong?
No, it's nothing. Well, I will go before you to the prayer room. Once you are ready, you are free to join me.
You going to stay here?
No. I must bear witness myself. As his knight, I must.
I do feel really bad for Hulkenberg. Everything she's been doing for years of her life, just out the window.
I'm a little worried.
So these are weird voice lines to use for this dialogue. Freaking, I'm a little worried. You're a little worried? And then Gal goes, ah! Criminy.
It's nearly time. Long have I waited.
The heck is the... What's about to happen?
Pardon?
Does nobody else that was here know me?
Hey, you.
Are all these people Elda? I didn't even occur to me.
You must hurry. The time has come.
What's your guys' deal? Well, I guess, I don't know, the outside world made their problems your problem, and then, you know, some resistance from that outside world related to, from your perspective, the people who killed half of all of you show up and say, we're gonna use your home as a place to hide.
What?
All was for this day. There is still time.
Is this gonna be like the Queen?
Sure.
Interesting. So fairies on their own seem to have a certain just sort of like carefree whimsy to them. They don't seem to bother themselves much with the stuff going on. Galaga doesn't even have the glow that they have. What did Galaga's time with everybody else instill like empathy upon her?
What?
Are you trying to be a person? You're strange now. listen to you talking like a person. As opposed to, do you all not have, like, thoughts and feelings beyond putting fairy dust on a freaking flower? Like, what? That's off-putting. But that means Gallica wasn't like how she is now. Something happened to her. We got double done for by something. Oh, this is a cool environment. This is very cool.
Hello.
Oh, wow!
Your friend is... Jeez. Guys, it's Thorba. Guys. It's Thorba.
This is...
Huh?
Well...
His name was Link. Imagine my jaw would hit the floor. I mean, they literally can't do that, but like, but imagine. One day that traveler became a mighty king, and his fairy companion became as wise and knowledgeable as a person, so everyone called her queen. More of a respect thing. That's not just us, is it? Are we just like a reincarnation?
But
I mean, Gallica's like kind of old, right? And she seems to be lacking knowledge about some things. Like us.
Huh?
Wow.
Y'all don't even. Y'all are freaking eternal beings, aren't you? Don't even keep track of time, and Gallica seems to be unaware of this, of like how she was before.
Wow! Oh, wow! About that.
Is it more? Is more the original king? No, right? Oh, no, that might be Forden. The heck is this one? It's the archetype lines, right? Being a store of hidden power contained within a person's body. Like real magic, not freaking igniter magic. It seems like the magic that we have, anybody could possibly unlock? The second world, yeah. This is a lot. This is a lot to take in. I do agree.
Oh, it's you! And yet...
Oh, so you chief. Probably in line with what we saw in the dragon ruins. Lies a corpse holding a flower, by the royal flower, right? And all these people are part of the tribes? Triptych, the birth of the tribes. Yeah, and I am wondering like how the tribes came along. Okay, you know what's weird about this? That looks like a Kalmar, with little horns, and the same blue eyes as Louise. That's one of the other people are Kalmars. Spoopy. Don't know.
Now what am I to do?
Just comet versions of some of this stuff seems cool. It's very expensive though.
Now what am I?
Now then.
This way.
No.
Your Highness.
Man, after everything too, like for Hulkenberg, this is like her one purpose just failing her every single time at every turn. It's brutal.
Why?
I didn't realize anyone still remained to weep over this child.
Gallica, you've returned.
Milady Gruade. It's been a long time.
May I ask who this is?
She is the chiefess of this village, the Hermitess Gruade.
She was kind enough to shelter the entire organization when His Highness fled to these woods.
I can't believe he's gone. I'm just some parapus orphan from the slums. I was never supposed to outlive any prince. Was he killed here?
No. It all happened in the bunk room in the back. We moved him here to the altar once all was quiet. I don't know if you'd believe me, but I received a revelation. Should the prince die, his body should be kept safe and still here until the rightful day comes.
Oh, here we freaking go.
Even if the boy is but a bastard sired by that despicable man, He is still Her Majesty's son.
Despicable? What, you mean the king? But who's Her Majesty?
Do you know nothing of the child's mother? The boy was not brought across borders to us. He was born here, in the ancient sanctum. His mother was our past chiefess, the queen of our elder tribe. She was a flower amidst the forests, a woman of such beauty, grace, and kindness. She saved this child from the flames, and it cost her her life. Her death is on that man's hands. Like a piper, he wandered in and seduced the young queen with his idealistic tales. But he failed to protect his family and died powerless. The village was only set ablaze because the boy was in the way of the Sanctus Church's designs on the throne. And that insipid king could do nothing to stop them. But you see, this boy, His Highness the Prince, looks so much like Her Majesty. And so... You there, boy. Are you perhaps... No, it can't be. And yet...
Is something amiss, Milady Gruide? He is one of Gallica's allies. His loyalty stands with His Highness, and he has risked much in the prince's name.
Whoa! What's with the formal introduction? You were the one who gave us our orders in the first place.
Okay. Ooh, it's getting weird. It's kind of freaking creepy.
Hurry.
Hey, are you okay?
The time has come.
That's got to be the queen, right?
Here thou camest to the end of thy journey. This secret place was home to thee. Now remember thy path thus far. Walk thy life's road and see it anew.
Somebody like warped our brain. Oh shoot.
I have been waiting for thee to overcome thy trials. Long have I waited for thy return. Know this, his life is not yet ended.
What do you mean?
It all started on that ill-fated day when the usurper thought to extinguish his light. Before he fades away, recount all thou hast seen and felt, all thou hast gained in thy journey's course. Gallica and thee sought to take the head of Luis, but thy efforts came to naught. So, ye moved instead to join a tournament to decide the land's king.
In the prince's name.
Though thy plan was reckless, thou didst win the trust of the people by the support of peers and subjects alike. Thus, thou didst declare thyself the prince.
It was all for victory.
After overcoming many obstacles, thou didst finally lift the prince's curse. Yet by the cruel machinations of another, the young prince...
He lies dead before me.
Thy sole mission was to save the prince. Bereft of him, thou hast no further reason to live.
This is so strange. I feel like I'm in like a psychological horror all of a sudden. Like I was playing a fantasy game when I sat down and booted the game up, and then I don't know, everything's a freaking lie suddenly.
That's not true.
If the prince is dead, wert thy efforts all for naught?
His will lives on.
So thy resolve is yet unbroken. So be it. Thou hast earned the truth.
What if you just were a freaking negative Nancy that entire time and said, no, this failed, that was a bad idea, I suck, Prince dead, I guess I killed myself now.
He was consumed by the curse, and was taken by a deep, abiding slumber. Yet his soul remained alive.
We're just him. Are we just straight up him? That'd be pretty hardcore, actually. We were literally the prince the whole time. He forced his soul out of his own body to carry on his will without him.
So from his earthly form, I extracted his soul, that he might travel the land in Odyssey. And thus his stilled sands began to flow once more. Thy journey hast taken thee far, and taught thee much. So now I ask thee, who art thou?
I am no one goes pretty hard, but I feel like that's the negative choice here. I'm just a traveler I also like a lot.
I'm just a traveler.
Could a mere traveler have borne witness to so many happenings beyond mortal understanding?
Yes.
To name but a few, thy parents, memories of thy youth. Hast thou any recollection of where and how thy youngest years were spent? Yes, thy memories begin the moment thou befriend the prince. Dost thou suspect the reason?
I think I think I'm ahead of my character right now. I think I think it's pretty clear what's being set up here.
I don't have a past.
As I said, thou hast nothing. Thou art a being of mine own creation. 'Twas Gallica alone who the Resistance laid their hopes upon all those days past. Thy life had yet to begin.
So this being, or this lady, warped Gallica's memories and inserted us into that, so nothing would seem weird to her either.
All thou hadst, all that had been bestowed, was a memory. Thy mission to save the prince.
I'm not going to spoil anything right now in this metaphor playthrough, but it's funny how often RPGs... It hasn't happened a lot, but I think off the top of my head, if I had a nickel for every time my main character was either some empty husk with a bunch of false memories running around in their head, I would have, like, at least 3 nickels. which isn't much, but it's crazy that that I can even come up with 3 options.
Thy memories of youth in the prince's company.
Ooh, 4 actually.
Enshrouding all else in thy past. All signs of thy conjured existence.
I have nothing?
Nay, the words of the prince in thy memory are unmistakably of his true heart. The memories gained on thy journey, the friendships made, the trust forged. These true things art thine own. All thy trials, all thy experiences wert to prepare thee for this day, to share the strength thou hast gained with thy other self.
Do you mean...
See, this is actually pretty cool, because this is pretty sick. As much as I was like, it's pretty hardcore for the writers to put their foot down and be like, no, Prince dead, we must move on. Y'all need to figure out a different game plan, right? like again, it fits the whole like forced democracy into a world of kings and queens, right? However, obviously we're switching gears. That's totally us, and I feel like I've mentioned that as a possibility way earlier in my playthrough, because it's just there was always something strange about this whole setup, right? This is actually cool though, the idea of like the prince was mortally injured, and then in order to still walk the world and to see his will be done, his soul like left without him basically in order to come back and restore him. I think that's pretty freaking sick. I think that's pretty rad. And what's really cool is that the dynamics with all the other characters who have grown to love and support and respect the player character up to this point, while also having allegiance to this prince and the ideals they've heard the player character express about the prince, right? The really sick thing about that is that everything we've been through with them holds true, but then they already have like our bonds with them are just going to be strengthened like tenfold instantly. Like we are both the friend that you have traveled with up till now, and also the prince whom you admired from afar and sought to save and protect from afar. It's like, that's just super freaking cool. That like our dynamic with characters, like oh my gosh, this could pay off huge. The fact that we can look at Hulkenberg in the eyes and say and tell her that like, you never failed us, you were my most loyal knight till the end. This could be really cool. This could be freaking awesome. Well, that was already the case. You were already some like random Joe.
Accept the truth, and thou wilt face an ordeal beyond any you have yet faced. If thy desire is instead for freedom, thou mayest still abandon thy mission and end it here.
Is that right?
So I bid thee answer my final question. Who art thou in truth?
What happens if you say I refuse to know? I wanted to declare I'm the prince because that seems like pretty just like, you know, that like really adds to the moment. Sort of the culmination of the whole thing. I'll have to look this up and see.
I am the prince.
What is this? I feel a curious resonance.
Could this be? But how? Impossible.
Hey, what's going on?
What awaits us now?
Hark, life is not yet lost. Thou wert born apart from the prince's flesh, born of his desire to change the world. In his stead didst thou travel the world. Thou didst support his heart, and became his living fantasy. That is thy true self. Thou art everything the prince sought to be, his ideal.
Are we like his archetype in a way?
It all began with the novel in thy possession. Drawn by the divine relic, Magla coalesced into flesh, and flesh coalesced into form. The form of an elder, as I once was. Time hath come. Awaken, reborn anew. No more the prince's dream of utopia thou wouldst chase. Nay, but thine own.
What? What is this?
Dang, that's a lot to explain. So this is pretty cool. I like this whole sequence overall. I think that scene was a little bit long-winded. Like, I don't know. It got kind of repetitive. I feel like the longer it went on, the less impact it was having. Because, like, it's like, I don't know. It's like they really wanted to draw it out, or they weren't sure. Like, they thought it was going to be too heady for people to understand. It's like, well, I feel like people are probably going to piece it together the moment the scene starts. Like, especially the first time they ask you, who are you? I feel like most people are probably going to be like, okay, clearly I'm the prince. I feel like you could have cut that whole sequence in half, and it would have hit a little more. But it's still cool. It's still very cool.
What's happened?
Thou hast done well to guide him this far.
This voice. I'm sure I've heard it before.
Thy mind should now be clearing. Remember now thy true charge. He was never a member of the Resistance. The mission, the departure, was thine alone, and thereafter didst thou encounter him.
Who are you? Wait, what am I saying?
In those long ago days, he had just been born into this land. Newborn in form, if not in appearance. The boy needed a guide. Thus, I decided his memories would be thine. Thou wouldst share past and purpose. A memory so crafted to suit thee. My journey to the capital would not be made alone, but alongside him.
No, that can't be. He was there when we got our orders.
I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
No! But... I was alone?
By this choice, he might be saved. By these gentle, necessary lies, we could live to see this day, when our dearest wish is fulfilled. As he traveled alongside thee, he gained both strength and wisdom. It is only by thy efforts that my voice reached him. He has now been saved, and so the journey ends here. Thou hast fulfilled thy mission admirably.
What? Wait just a minute. What do you mean, it ends here?
From here on, thy path is thy own. Choose thy own future for thyself, and may the fates smile on thy journey.
Oh, basically telling you've been relieved of your duty.
How do we make sense of this?
Is it really you? How do you feel?
I feel lighter.
I feel a bit lighter.
The voice? Oh dear.
There seems to be no doubt. He is still himself. But I also sense His Highness within him.
I think the prince, the brief bit we heard from the prince and the main character, I think pretty obviously voiced by the same person.
Everyone? I need to tell you something. The truth is...
So let me get this straight. You're saying it's not a matter of our captain and His Highness joining together, but that the former was this disembodied entity sprung from the latter?
Then that's why he had no memories? 'Cause he didn't even exist?
I see. Finally, I understand the strange feeling I had sensed upon our meeting. What shaped you, so to speak, was the prince's will itself. A part of his consciousness. Yes, the prince's very heart. He was his soul given flesh. Perhaps the form we knew was one shaped by material magla, much like how the dragon god manifests beyond the vessel Drakadios.
A mass of Magla with a will. Forget the dragon god. He may as well have been a dragon himself. Small wonder he awakened to an archetype before anyone else. It was no great aptitude for magic. He himself was composed of pure Magla.
The self, as a manifestation of one's desires. Similar to archetypes. I suppose this is the very essence of magic.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's like basically he was the prince's ideal form. Like the form of his will and his aspirations, right? He was like literally the prince's archetype.
You mean to say that it was not merely pretense to claim the prince's name? He truly was His Highness all along?
Dramatic irony.
If that's true, this is finally your reunion with your sworn liege. Seems like cause for rejoicing, eh? Lady Hulkenberg of the Royal Guard.
But I failed to protect His Highness.
No. I am sure the strength of your devotion had a hand in saving him.
I mean, she's literally saved. She's like the most dependable party member. She's literally saved us time and time again. She literally saved us in the fight with Louise. She literally jumped in the way.
While all and sundry believed the lad had shuffled off, you alone kept the faith, milady. And in the end, that faith was rewarded.
Fate was changed.
Are you really His Royal Highness the Prince? Please forgive me, Your Highness. I failed you when you needed me most. And more, despite being a member of your Royal Guard, I did not recognize Your Highness at our meeting and showed you such insolence.
Good lord. It didn't bother me.
Actually, you've been there for me this whole time.
He's right, you know. If we'd not met you, we'd certainly never have made it this far.
This time, I will protect you. Even should it cost me my very life. I swear to it.
Finally, we've done Grius proud. We've really done it.
By the way, what are we supposed to call you now? I mean, how would you prefer to be addressed, my lord?
Captain. Same as always.
No, Your Highness! With all respect, I must object.
Nope, I'm the Highness.
This is no time to be thick-headed, Miguel. He's the one who gets to decide what we bally call him, so we'll listen to him, eh? What?
You, sir, should be begging His Highness for forgiveness on bended knee. You mangled the royal runner to your own whimsy, you lout!
Well, that is. I mean, it was all dashed useful in the end, wasn't it? A bit of clemency, Your Highness.
So much for acting same as always.
It's beyond belief. Not just that a child who'd lain cold for years could come back to us, but through such extraordinary circumstances. After so long in the curse's thrall, he could not even open his eyes. He may as well have been a corpse. But all this time, he had been on his own journey. It was the boy's dearest wish. He spoke of a fantasy of traveling the world, meeting its people, seeing its truths. And without him even knowing, magic made it real.
See, that's beautiful. That's actually genuinely the most touching thing, I think, in the whole game. Like, the idea that that kid got to have his adventure.
He is a child of Elden blood and Elden legacy. All these years he spent in the village, he has rested near the secret of true magic. Perhaps this is how it came to be.
His was a fantasy surpassing fantasy. It became more than a dream, but a self-possessed force acting of its own volition. And now, reunited, Prince and fantasy live anew.
This was his fantasy. His final fantasy.
A journey to discover and reclaim the self in all senses. No wonder he set off the custom igniter in the Royal Gauntlet Runner. It was the Crown Prince himself.
Even having it all explained like this, it feels like nothing short of a miracle.
I can only guess that fate had a hand in it.
That's right. I remember, I heard a voice. Guide him, it said.
A voice? Whose?
If you can't remember anything from before our journey, then we probably met after you'd only just... happened, right? I shouldn't have known you then. But for some reason, I was convinced that we'd always been together.
Yeah, we just went over, you just had a whole scene about that.
I thought we both received the order to save the prince, too. Ever since the moment I heard that weird voice guiding me.
A voice? Lady Gruaday mentioned a revelation. Hold on, are we still being mystic and metaphorical, or was there an actual guide involved?
I know someone was guiding me. I just don't know who.
So a disembodied voice.
Hang on. Come to think of it, that sounds a bit familiar for me too.
Hey, who do you think the voice belongs to? Any idea?
Yeah, I have a guess. Can I guess?
I have a faint idea, but I'm not entirely sure.
He's not talking with the accent anymore.
Come to think of it, this place, the light coming in, they seem familiar.
I might say the same. When I first acquired this power,
Oh,
I had a vision
yeah.
of somewhere not unlike these grounds.
Oh shoot, you're totally right. Oh, I didn't even make that connection till like they just said it.
Does this mean that we've been guided as well?
Well, same
Perhaps
voice during those
someone has
moments.
been at your side, unseen, watching over the course of your journey. I imagine all this comes as a great shock for you as well. But here you are, back in your rightful place. You have come to the end of your arduous journey and found new life. It is a life well won, grasped with your own two hands.
Chiefess Gruaday, we want to know everything. What is the truth behind your tribe, the Elder? We Mustari are also said to have inherited truths of the world before us. Histories hushed by sanctism. But this village, it is something altogether different. I myself feel a strange familiarity here. A lost haven underground, yet letting of the sky's light. Please, tell us, what is the Elder Tribe?
To know what we are, you must first know our history. Come to the altar room past the door. I'll wait for you there.
Okay. Does anything about us change?
What now?
Well, all the art does. Neat. Don't think so, otherwise. Cool. Well, hold on. We didn't even get experience. We freaking whooped Louise again, and we didn't even get experience. Screw my Baka life. Okay. Supposed to go this way. I'll tell you what. Another quick break. Get up, stretch, get water, bathroom, all that good stuff. We're in it for more freaking talk. I don't know why we went through like the same conversation twice with everybody after everybody being like, wow, so you're telling me this happened? And somebody being like, so you're telling me this happened? Somebody else chimes in, I guess this thing that you're telling me happened really happened. And it's like, okay, gang, I get it. I love all of you. I think we gotta move on. Hey. BRB. Okay. Let's go. I want to at least get past this next beat. See what's up ahead. Then we'll probably call it because it's going to be like 4 hours in. Story freaking plot heavy episode. I'm going to go over all this again. Well, with more detail, I guess.
Does this depict the Elder tribe?
Elder comes from an ancient word, meaning only the old ones. It was an alias given by our ancestors to outsiders who visited the village in the distant past. As for our original name, you know it well by now. We were humans.
The human tribe. So Luis's words...
There is no human tribe. Tribes, as we know them today, did not exist then. We were all one people. Humankind.
Well, that don't sound like our world.
A world united. But wait. The ruins on Virga Island. There's nothing left of the civilization today. Was it destroyed? Why? How?
A war. One that all but destroyed the world past. But its destruction was born of the discovery of Magla. Or as you call it today, magic. Do you wonder what they battled over? Without the divided tribes, what could they have disagreed on? They were racked by division over the abstract, undefinable idea of rightness. They tried to destroy something invisible, and destroyed only themselves.
Real. No true words have ever been spoken, genuinely.
And any idea of absolute rightness is born of fear. That fear flooded the world and gave way to war. And their age of prosperity came to be called the world before. The people we now call tribes were either born of artificial division for the sake of the war effort, or natural adaptation to survive the hellscape after.
Oh, so like... No wonder the world seems so freaking... kind of just... icky? You know what I mean? It's like literally a post-apocalyptic... a post-apocalyptic world, I guess. Interesting, so we're talking about evolution for most things. Or artificial. Like upgrades or whatnot. That sort of just carried on through offspring, I guess.
Unbelievable. We've met plenty of people caught up in pointless conflicts. Given the choice, I know they'd rather live in a world without tribal division.
Nah, they love it. Everybody in this world loves being racist, Stroll. I don't know what you're talking about.
And yet the truth is, that world's already fallen apart. More than that, it's how we all got here.
Such drastic physical changes would normally have taken eons to effect. Accelerated by Magla, however, it was only a matter of a scant few centuries.
Interesting.
You understand now, yes? We, the Elder, are the survivors of the old world. Our ancestors fled the flames of war and thus escaped the ensuing divisions.
But if it was only centuries, then surely this history wouldn't be so lost, although I guess it was like, well, who was there to record keep, right?
It beggars belief. It is nothing short of astounding. But then, why do we know these monsters as humans?
By By the war's end, both sides were consumed by fear. Their magical assaults escalated with each retaliation, until it was beyond all control. Our world became a hell. Rampant magla distorts the body and mind. By now, I'm sure you know that better than you ever wished to. Humans are what remains of that branch of humankind that succumbed to melancholia. Broken, horrifying testaments to their own mistakes in the war of magic.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so basically, like, it's mutations because of the war. That's a byproduct of the war. That makes sense.
Breed and multiply as any beast does. Others live centuries of agony before their lives burn out. Even we do not know the full scope of their nature. Regardless, when the 8 tribes settled in this land, our claim to the human legacy was forgotten. To the people, the name only meant slavering, insane monsters. Therefore, we took on an alias instead. The same one by which we are known today. The Elder.
Wouldn't the more fitting name for this game be, like, Allegory? Because I saw the other day somebody point out the difference between allegories and metaphors, and that people usually use metaphors as like a catch-all, even to encompass things that are actually allegories. Like, oh, like this story is an allegory for this thing, as opposed to like a metaphor, which is more like, oh, look, there's a knife in a wall. That's a metaphor for something, you know what I mean?
So, the old world couldn't control its magic, and... Wait. How does the Sanctus Church fit in? All this revisionist history to spread their magic igniters.
Nah, Lady Juna, they just suck. They just kind of suck, you know?
Indeed, what are magic igniters to you? Tools for the church to shackle the people, perhaps? Or weapons that hide magic's true potential? Am I close to the mark?
Well, yeah. Essentially, anybody could harness magic back in the day. Then they're trying to, like, hide that fact.
In truth, it's the opposite. Igniters are tools made to limit magic. Restraints made in self-discipline, meant to avert a repeat of history's destructive mistakes. The Sanctus Church of today is muddied by greed, but its faith was born of good intentions. They once urged self-control, and thus control of one's personal magic.
Interesting.
At times, they preached we must close our eyes to the truth when it would only lead us to ruin. By this benign tenet, history was obscured, and the Elder denounced.
I had no idea. There's a grim irony in that.
His Majesty only hid his son's ancestry to protect him. Yet in the end, that meant Forden could attack the village under any pretext he liked, his motives concealed.
With all that said, you have now reclaimed your true form. The friends that stand with you are of different tribes and ideologies, but of one mind. As you are now, you may walk the path of the rightful king. The path of a modern world, where the tribes walk as individuals, yet with mutual respect and cooperation.
The sovereign's power, thou king to be, entrusted with the will of the people. To bear their hopes is to be their rock in the storm, and to face anxiety in their names.
But, okay, so the ultimate thing, though, is that, like, no, it's okay. Forget about democracy. You just need to have a king, but just like a good one, you know? You just get a good king, and then everything's okay. And it's like, well, okay. I mean, I guess. I sort of thought the whole point for most of the game seemed to be like, hey, Although I guess most of the game is reinforcing the sort of like shallow popularity contest that democracy often devolves into, right? Of just like people following people, feverishly following people over like one talking point they have, one policy idea they have. Like, I think everybody should be pretty and pretty people should get everything. And then all the pretty people are like, well, that sounds good to me. Whoa.
Yet, anxiety itself is not something to blindly reject or desperately cast away. It begins with a simple thing, acknowledging its existence. Accept thy weakness, walk forward alongside it, and thou wilt grow strong and true in its company.
And besides,
oh dang. Cool.
let's do it. Let's fight.
That's it. I've made up my mind. I'm with you to the end, no matter what.
You just now decided that? Dang, Galaga. That took 10 minutes too long.
Where's this coming from?
Before we got there, this guiding voice thing told me my duties were over. But what am I gonna do? Just go, okay, bye? Especially after we've come this far together? No. I'm going to face Luis with you, even if it is scary.
Even you've got to cope with anxiety, eh?
I've realized something in our travels. Anxiety can lead people astray. But overcoming it makes a person stronger. There's always anxiety in the unknown. I know what it's like to be afraid of something I don't understand. That's why I think it's my duty to help people face and connect with their anxiety. Is that okay? From now on, it's not about orders. I'm with you, because I want to be.
I'll be counting on you as always.
Same here. Stick close to me, okay?
That feels like that should have been her full rank
but
up.
The problem remains. Luis's dark magic. We've seen it turn the boy into a monster. And no doubt he can do it again.
A forbidden spell, turning sane mortals into the fearsome human monsters. In other words, a destabilizing magic, turning a person's magla into a snarl beyond control. This man named Luis, he may have his own past in this ancient sanctum.
Luis has been here? What do you know of him?
What do you wish to know?
Who exactly is Luis?
Every time I heard of his doings in the wider world, I felt more and more sure that Luis is from this village. His knowledge of humans, his skills in magic, his grasp of darker arts. They're all beyond a mere soldier to begin with, however prodigious. As it happens, a name does occur. Among those old families who perished in the fire, there was one by the name of Caradrius. A family of doctors, I believe. In an effort to better heal the ills of the people, they had studied spells much like the ones he now exploits. The details are long since lost to the fire. But if Luis bears our legacy, that may be the reason for his vast knowledge.
Wait, what about Luis's ambition? The vision Rella saw? Do you think he actually wants to turn everyone in the kingdom into humans?
There is no known magic strong enough to turn many people at once, and none that can be cast quickly.
Even if it was possible, I don't know what it would accomplish. But this is Luis we're talking about. Who knows what he's thinking?
What do you wish to know?
What is this forbidden spell?
The essence of magic is in the control of Magla. However, just as its chaos may be calmed, it can also be deliberately pushed out of control. That was what you saw. He whipped your innate magic to a frenzy and you were lost to melancholia. Just as the humans of the ancient war once were. In every age, the cause and effect are the same. People learn fear, become slaves to their anxiety, suffer, and thus, the power of magic is born.
Pardon me. You mean to say anxiety is the source of all magic?
Magla is a substance born of the heart, generated when one feels anxiety or fear. By certain means, it may be kindled into power. That is what we call magic. In this way, it is by virtue of the anxiety in our hearts that we gain the power to overcome it. Magic is a natural process, and anxiety is its invaluable, irreducible fuel. But in turn, those burdened with more anxiety and fear produce more and more Magla from their hearts. Without the willpower to face your fear, the Magla overflows. Uncontrollable by magic, it can give rise to strange and terrible happenings as it manifests. With the world embroiled in chaos, these outbursts of swollen magic may be happening all across our kingdom.
'Tis the answer to everything. The melancholia crystals, the beasts driven feral. The very land is erupting with the weight of its people's fears.
Hold on. If Luis's art is rooted in bringing out this chaos, then anyone might be next. He said he became a monster because he's elder, but that wasn't the complete story. If what you say is true...
Indeed. All people today are ultimately descendants of humankind. If Luis so chooses, he could turn anyone into a human monster. Yet as long as you have the strength to confront your fears, even this transformation may be defied and overcome.
But if he would turn people into humans, if in the unlikely event that happens...
If there is any motive for such cruelty, it can only be hatred. If Luis is truly from this village, then their fire would have cost him everything. Such unjust tragedy could easily beget a thirst for revenge.
So what, he just wants revenge against everything? Like the whole world?
Even if it meant wielding a magic that twisted life into something terrible, instead of uplifting it. Indeed, it seems the opposite of an archetype. A truly dark power.
But I don't know, he doesn't really strike me as somebody who cares about anything at this point.
Who goes there?
Oh shoot.
Someone flees!
That's him, the malformed assassin who struck at the prince. He's bound for the woods.
After him!
That cut to all of us sprinting. Okay. Welp, at 3.5 hours of just pure story and lore.
What now?
I think that's actually where we're gonna call it, on a bit of a cliffhanger. I don't imagine this encounter with Thorba is going to be extended or extensive, but I do think that's just where we're going to do things, because that was a lot, and I don't know with how late it is. Over where I am, I don't know if I want to continue on and then enter gameplay mode. You know what I mean? But hey, this was good. This was fun. There was some cool moments. There was some cool beats. I think some things were a little bit long-winded. Like, still good, still interesting, but like, I don't know. Just like a little bit long-winded. You know what I mean? Sometimes it does feel like the characters in this game sort of talk in circles a little bit. And then repeat themselves a lot, and I don't know why. But that might just be Atlus's kind of. It might just kind of be their MO. I don't remember that being that bad. In Persona 4, they would do a lot of like, okay, let's lay out the facts we have. But Persona 4 is also a mystery, so you know. It kind of makes a little bit more sense to repeat some facts and things like that. Although even then they probably do it a little bit too much. But you know what? Hey, this is still good though. This is a cool revelation. I saw the character with white hair and I knew something was gonna happen. I was like, okay, we've got like a main character shift of some kind, a very classic RPG thing. It's just a matter of like, in what form are we? But it was cool. It was neat how everything played out. And I'm interested to see where things are gonna go now. I don't know what confronting, like, I don't know what confronting Louise at this point is going to look like. I don't even know what Louise's goal is now. He's king now, but like, what does that mean? You know? Like, what does that actually look like? I guess we'll find out. But if you've been enjoying this or anything else on this channel so far, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified of more things in the future. Episodes of this just about every single day. Links in the description, things that I am doing, have been doing, or will be doing in the future. Also, me and my friend are making a game. Any and all support towards that would be much appreciated. You can support us by supporting everything on this channel, supporting the Devlog streams, and most of all, supporting the Patreon. Links down below to everything that we are doing. The store pages for our game, Recital of the Heart, both on Steam and itch.io. Wishlist it, share it, play the demo, all that good stuff. And with that, until next time, don't forget to be kind. I'll see you around. Didn't hit me with anything that I feel like you couldn't have guessed 50 hours earlier. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely feel like I had chewed on some ideas pertaining to like us being the prince, us being a prince's twin, us being something from the prince. I feel like we have been like, we have gone over that many times over, but still cool. I mean, still cool. I like the flavor of it. I like that, like, we were the prince's soul basically going on this journey. That was pretty cool. I don't know how I feel about them basically being like very married to the idea that no, the prince should be king. No, the monarchy should go forever. Gosh, like I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll see where what kind of note we eventually land on at the end of everything.